It takes a long time to build positive habits and to break the negative ones. It is so not fun. That's why you need a little something to bring a little bit more joy into the process. One of the best ways to do that is to make the most beautiful little habit tracker and to tick each day off and celebrate that victory. Seriously, I feel so accomplished. In today's video, we're going to explore 5 ways to set up habit trackers in your planner. See, you don't even need a separate book for that, even though I secretly really want one. I've recently been using these, what I used to call currently pages, in the Happy Planner for my habit tracking. I used to be so good at the little routines. I had a perfect one set up during COVID when there was nothing else going on. Would take every little habit, but then the world reopened and I moved countries and somehow never got back into it. So I am trying to slowly get back at it now. Do let me know if you wanted me to do a separate video on habit formation. I know this one just covers the trackers alone. For June's page, I've decided to use these checklist stickers as I never use them and make little calendars out of them. I thought it would be perfect as I want to slowly ease into it, and I have other trackers set up as well, so 4 would do me for a month. It's all about the small victories, people. I've decided to track skincare as I'm actually terrible at putting on sunscreen as the weather is so deceiving in Scotland. Then reading. I want to get back to reading before bed, stretching and mobility, and taking collagen. I've actually ordered loads and I've not been taking it at all, so it's time to get back at it and make my money's worth. You could of course just draw calendars yourself or use the actual calendar habit tracker stickers, as this apparently is well. Speaking of habit tracker stickers, you could use them in the weekly spreads if you don't want to commit to one habit for the month, or if it's a little one, like for this week I want to spend no money at all, but I know it's not going to be possible to never spend any money ever. That would be good, wouldn't it? This way, the habits become almost a to-do list. Another way to use them weekly is to color code it and put little dots with these zig markers around your spread, or use bullet point stickers. It is just you who'll know what they mean, and it adds a little bit of whimsy to your spreads too, so win-win. Another way to habit track is to use the calendar and to track the habit throughout the year. I never used to use these calendar pages in the Happy Planner, so I thought it would be fun to use them to track my workouts. I pulled these workouts off my Garmin and I decided to color code them. Now, I know I've not been really consistent in those, but now that I have this page to color, I'm actually that much more motivated to do it. I'm using the zig markers again, as it's just so satisfying to make little dots. Another way I used to use the yearly calendar is to track which show I'm watching or which book I'm reading, would color all the days it took me to read something. I would just have separate bullet journal pages for that, but now that I have this page unused, I thought, how fun. You can of course use this for anything. If there's not enough pages in your planner, the most beautiful thing about the Happy Planner and the disc-bound system is that you could use inserts and just punch them out and put them in. I made a couple of trackers, one for my running program I'm currently doing. I used the Nike one and just made a tracker for that and put all the workouts on it. I also made a tracker for this gut health quest I'm on. I read that you should eat 30 different plants per week for ultimate gut health, so I'm tracking those, and just little gut related habits too, like taking probiotics. Sky's the limit with those. If you have a specific goal you're working on, you could create or search for a tracker for these and add it into your planner, and you can customize them and add little journaling or quotes or whatever you fancy, really. Stickers, of course. The last way is to do the good old days versus habits graph. You can fully customize it, like dedicate one section for the habits you want to implement and mark those off as you go, and you can make another section for more graphy things that you want to track your progress on, like hours you slept or calories you consumed or pages read. I try and not track the numbers that are out of my control, like followers and such. I hope these 5 ways inspired you guys to make a little tracker for yourself. I know these are not the most artistic ones, but these are just to show you how easy it could be to just make a little graph and start tracking, and it will actually make a huge impact to your life. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. If you found this useful, you might also want to check this video out when I talk about 20 ways to use a sidebar in your planner. Thanks again, and I shall see you in the next craft session.